sky's the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season, there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
I couldn't put into words just how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honor Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to be even mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor.
The rest of that evening was a blur, but I held on to the trophy, felt the weight of it in my hands, and knew no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark this special moment.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Bills come into this one still seeking that elusive first ever Super Bowl title.
Hard to believe they don't have one, because you have to remember, back in the day, as the kids like to say, they went there 4 straight times. Super Bowls 25, 26, 27, and 28. They lost to some of the giants of the NFL at that time, though. They lost to the Giants. That was the first one. They lost to Washington, and they lost to Dallas twice. Some great names on those Bills teams. Jim Kelly at quarterback. Marv Levy was their head coach. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? I used to love when he would say that. Thurman Thomas on that team, but they never won one. Had a best chance against the Giants in the first one. Came up a field goal short. Hard to believe this Bills franchise, no Super Bowl wins.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
They'll run run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This is Freeman on first and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". First down. West. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And some room to maneuver. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bills have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off. And he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Get out to send this one away following the score. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Brady loses the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They run. Devontae Freeman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Oh, good move at the 10. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Looking to throw. West. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Looking to throw on second down. West. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But now it'll be third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills 14. Buccaneers nothing.
On first down, it's Freeman. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, West. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. You know, what a story this could be for this young signal caller. High draft pick, got the weight of the franchise on his shoulders, and now here he is, first rookie quarterback ever to start a Super Bowl, trying to become, of course, by extension, the first rookie quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl.
It is amazing, especially in recent years with as many rookies as we've had who started at quarterback, that we're just now getting the first one to get to a Super Bowl and try and win it. Phenomenal season, phenomenal accomplishment. He's broken down a lot of barriers. You get the sense that this is his first, not even close to being his last.
And he already has some hardware to his credit. Remember last night, he took home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors at the NFL Awards Gala.
What a great way to go into the Super Bowl knowing that you have that award in your pocket.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, West eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon. He had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Devin White gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To throw on second down, West, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 3rd and long, West. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. West forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Throwing on first down. West being chased out left. The left side caught by Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of 40. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, West flushed out right. He'll try and run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on second down, West. His throw incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, West steps away to his left. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring it. Second down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. West. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bills will add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's got Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. This is Freeman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Brady, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
From the gun, Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down Buccaneers. From the gun, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. It's a pickup of 16 there to the lead to a new set of downs. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st and 10, West escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. West. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bills are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back to throw. West dancing to his, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. Still going. And he will score. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going to slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bucs.
They go right back to Singletary. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And his kick is right through. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case, as a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw again on second down. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion.
Buccaneers 7.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
They threw everything at you that year, and yet you handled it like a pro. But your journey was just getting started. Take us through your next milestone.
A lot of league history is about rivalries between teams and players, and my career was no different.